Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It is Thursday night, not a Friday. If you think something's amiss, well, it is. It's Thursday. That's what's different. Thursday night is now just this week, only temporary, just the one night early. Good evening, Big Popper. Good evening, Azza. Yeah, understood, Big Popper. 9:05 arrival. Thank you, sir. Just a big shout to everybody that's joining now. Well, server's already up. Chat room's about to go up. This is the final night of the GR1 League. This is the GR1 League that's ending at Le Mans. It is the penultimate Friday. Good evening, Dorian. It's the last Friday of the league. It's not, it's Thursday, but, you know, Mr. Sphinx has joined the room. Welcome, Mr. Sphinx. Got a question for Mr. Sphinx. Does he think him and his team are ready for Le Mans next week, next Saturday? Has he got a team? Is he going in? Is he entering? Not sure if he's going to hear that, but we'll see. I'll have to send him a mail later. Chat room, chat room. Chat room. I've got a joke for JB as well when he arrives later. I heard this one this morning and I've forgotten it. Got to remember it. Got to get my brain to remember it. Chat room, chat room, chat room. Chat room. There we go. No, wrong thing. I'm inviting players. Chat room. Start party. Speaker. There we go. So I'm hoping everybody makes it tonight, and I'm hoping people aren't going to miss tonight purely because I've rearranged it for Thursday. I do apologise. It's because I'm doing other things this week, this Friday night. Sam sounds like he's stood out in a Force 9 gale. But it's not. It's got his fan on. That's what it is. You're fine, mate. You're fine. What else did I have to say? Oh, we were going to quickly do a quick review of the league. We've got to turn a wheel on. I've got a wheel-mounted cooling system tonight. So I've got a pair of 120mm fans strapped to the front of my Fanatec wheel. So I've got cooling ducts just like in a car, with a variable control, so I can turn it up and down. So if I start freezing to death, we can turn it on and off.
I like the sound of that too.
I think it'll fit yours as well if we have to use yours, because Fanatec haven't released an update yet. I'm hoping they do. Widdowmaker Racing Group. Let's look at... There's the GR3 final results. We're looking for the GR1 series standings. Here we go. Here they are. So this is after week 5. This is going into tonight's race. Good evening, Fat Man. I think Az is in the chat room as well. Welcome, Az. Ah, very good, my friend. So Sam is top of the tree on 104 points. He had a 0 last week. So there is a potential here. There's the potential here that Sam could actually fall tonight if he has a bad day. We could actually see Sam toppled. But that's a massive, massive, massive topple. Because not forgetting, Seb has to drop around. So at this point, Seb would drop a 15. Sam would have a no finish. And Seb would still have to score the best part of... 26 points to be anywhere near, but there's a chance. Yeah. So BKR triple back is in 3rd on 81. Big Popper in 4th on 71. So if you look at the lowest points, Big Popper will be dropping 11 and triple back will be dropping 12. So Big Pop would still have to gain 10 points on triple back. Same for 5th place. Widdowmaker would drop 9. So I'd be on 52. Big Popper would drop 11 on 60. I need to go score 8 more points than Big Popper. It's an outside chance, but it's still a chance. Hayes there on 55 has got more chance of passing me than I have of passing Big Popper. So I'm probably more at risk of losing out to 420. Heathen Chris is on 49. He's got a similar position there. Both him and Heathen would be dropping. Him and Hayes would be dropping 8 points. No, he'd be dropping 7. So again, Chris has got 5 points between him. So there's more chance of movement up and down the tree in the lower positions than there are above. Fat Man on 48, so he's got a big chance of getting past Chris. Not forgetting, Fat Man's points are real because he's got 48. So Heathen would be on 42. So Fat Man's actually 6 points ahead of Heathen at this point in time. And JB on 41 is in the same situation as Fat Man. So JB could move up to 7th based on today's standing. So we'll just have to see where it goes. There's everything to play for. There's the chance of upheaval at the top and at the bottom. Good luck, everybody. So I'll just turn the chat down. It's a bit loud. So we're going to dive in. I'm going to just set my car up. I'm going to do a couple of laps. We've got half an hour, haven't we, before Big Papa arrives. Good evening, Scampy. Scampy, I haven't forgotten you. I've got photographs ready to send to you. I've just have to get my head in gear to do it because they're in a different place to where they should be. So if you haven't made any commitments to your rig, I've got the photographs ready to go to you, buddy. Sorry I've not done it before now. I just... Oh, my head's up my butthole at this moment of time. Soft tyres. Yeah, we'll be on soft tyres tonight, won't we? I think. Settings for downforce. I've got a second setup for this based on some things that I'm working on. You've had your wheel offline for a week or so. Now, JB, interestingly, JB lost his wheel this week. His has died as well. But, yeah, I'll get those photographs to you, mate. They give you an overview of what I've done with the wooden rig and how it's built and put together. Yeah, it's fine. I'll get them to you. I will. Right, so let's get out on the track. Let's put a couple of laps in. Let's see where we go. JB! JB's just landed. I've now got to remember that joke that I've completely forgotten. I remember hearing it this morning. I can't remember what it is. It's a punny play on words kind of thing, if I can get my head around it. Right, let's have a look where we are. Tyres and wheels. Tyres and fuel. Ooh. Now, not forgetting, folks, it's going to be dark. Why have I only got 6 laps of fuel? That's what it'll be, won't it, JB? Wrong fuel. Yeah. Okay, mate. Are you alright? Okay, mate. No problem at all. Whatever you need to do, you just do, pal. It's more important than this. Yeah. Alright, mate. No problem at all. No problem. Like I say, I hope everything's okay and you deal with what you got to deal with, my friend. No worries. No! And that's how it's come to you. Shit. Bumholes. Yeah, he sold you it knowing it was knackered. Wouldn't be. So yeah, JB's just saying the wheel is received on an eBay purchase hasn't turned out to be as promised. So we got rain coming in on practice. It's about to rain. This is interesting. And that's more than just rain. That's rain that's coming. Holy Chipotle. Oh yeah. The thing is, right, is I've done this race with these settings or very similar settings hundreds of times. And I know if you don't make the judgment before you start the lap, you're screwed. Absolutely screwed. It's like now, I know I've got to change tyres now. If I don't change tyres now, it's over. You've got 3.5 minutes, haven't you? Normally... Well, normally if you're just starting a lap and you see the weather come on the screen, you've got enough time to think about it. No, I've raced this race enough times on 700 pp where a lap's 4 minutes 5 seconds to know that yeah, it's almost identical. It does. It's the same as the very similar to the Le Mans 700 pp race. It's you've got to be watching the rain radar, and you've got to be watching. And you can't make a decision based on rain arriving. You've got to look at the rain and see what's coming, and make your judgment. That's the whole point of it. At the minute, the rain is still softs compatible. You could still get around on racing tyres at the minute. I'm coming down Mulsanne on a set of inters, and the weather is just above the first tyre mark. And the rain's going to it's probably going to get harder actually. There's a big blue band coming. Yeah. Who's on the lights behind me? Christ, they're flashing bright. So we've got a big, strong, heavy band coming in. That's going to be tragic. I'm so glad I'm in a four-wheel drive car. Oh, make it around the corner. Come on. Here comes the big rain. Oh, yeah. The green is the middle band. It is the medium amount of rain. It's not yellow, it's not pink, it's not red. It's the middle band of rain. But the water is going to be wet tyre worthy. The depth of water is, and I'm on inters. This is a good warning for this setup for in the big race. If it rains in the big race, that's why I think it could rain for a long time as well. It could rain for a very long time. This rain's about to run out. We're good. We're into a drying track. Mr. Sphinx is back. He left because of the watery rain. There's strange things going on in my mirror. The mirror's picking up the headlights of my car ahead of me, look. It's got 2 headlights behind. That's really weird. Never seen it do that before. The Ferris wheel's chugging away. Right, the rain has now finished. We're into a drying track scenario. So yeah, the track is now starting to dry out. We're going to start to see a dry line appearing very soon. Oh. No, it won't be very quick. Yeah. It's a strange glitch with my rear view mirror. Is it? I thought it was my headlights being projected in my mirror. Oh, it's right at the end of the track, isn't it? Yeah, I can see it, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, understood. It's a light looking down the track. It's actually getting lighter, it seems. It's a fully British grid. We're not going to see BB again tonight, I don't think. And the rain has now disappeared off the entire circuit. It's disappeared off to the southwest corner. All 4 wheels were spinning then. So what's my fuel like now? It's not going to be a great thing to see. 6 laps, got 5 laps of fuel. That's rain affected though. I think we're one-stop softs, aren't we, really? One-stop softs. Go one-stop softs and see how many laps I've done, and that's how much fuel I'll need to take. Three hours of rain in the middle of the night, Big Papa says, will be exciting, won't it? Christ alive. Yeah, 3 hours. Yeah. Right in the bang smack in the middle of my 4-hour stint. Yeah, that would work very well, wouldn't it? It'd be interesting because it'll slow the race down. It'll mean the lap count won't be ticking quite so much, but you'll have the issue of being able to run longer based on time. Your pit length will go longer because you'll be using less fuel, and your tyre wear would be more consistent. But then you might have to pit to go on to inters. You might go for inters to start with the rain, then change to wets, depending on how long it's going to go. Or do you take the risk of just changing to wet straight away? Unless it doesn't rain like that. If it comes in slightly different, oh dear. So many questions to ask. So many. I'm 31 seconds down on Sam's fastest lap. That's how slow it is. Running in the wet on inters. As I ran off the track, had to brake. Gonna get a penalty for that. Now what I haven't done... Ooh, somebody's picking up some spray there. was that in front of me that was tweaky twisting? Wonder who that is. Whoever it is, they're fast. Those Big Bad Barry's made it in tonight, which is good. He just missed the start of the race last week. Last week on Tuesday. It was only 2 days ago. This week is racing past. Although it didn't. It felt like it was dragging Monday, Tuesday, I must admit. But then we're on Friday already. Helmet's just joined. Excellent. I am just a little bit slow here. I'm running more downforce, I think, than the guys, but that'll help me in the wet. Helicopter's back out above the track. No lights on, I notice. There he is. Track is drying out. Tyres are getting faster. Stam's doing 320s. Holy chipotle. There's some spray there. That's Mr. Sphinx. I think he might be running softs. Definitely dry line appearing now, look. You can see it stretching across the track. We're almost into racing tyres again. Just going to put the old weather radar up for a moment. In on his inters. I think he's going to try and take a set of softs and see what it's like in the temperate conditions. The grips on the inters is still pretty good, you know. But this lap, I'm going to have to run in the dry patches, wet patches, damp patches. I don't make any gains. I'm 5 seconds behind triple back. Can't see where the corner entry is. My eyes weren't catching up with the speed of the darkness. I believe in a thing called love. That kind of darkness. Oh. Oh, very sorry. First time chat from EDF squad. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown now is out on demo on Steam. Well, I think that needs to be checked out, doesn't it? That's a game for the October time when that gets released. Thank you, EDF squad, for making that known. I apologise for not picking up on your chat, mate. I was concentrating on driving in the wet. My apologies. That's worth a look into, isn't it? I'm not going to get that done this weekend, not by any chance, but I'll certainly click the download button. We're going to go in for tyres at the end of this lap, as he says, and it's just becoming very tricky in the drying out areas. Yeah, there's another time trial out, isn't there? Forgot about that. That changed over today. Is it round Le Mans? Oh, you'll be right up your street then, chaps. You'll have had all the practice. Is it on silly tyres or race tyres? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's alright. But not forgetting this is the lap times you're putting in are generally based on your skill and ability. When we're doing these races, when it comes down to getting gold at a time trial, it's based on somebody else's skill and ability, just what kind of time you have to achieve. So, oh my lord, that's going to move massively through the week, I'd say. It's one for Sunday night then, isn't it? Yeah. So is it the... Isn't massive, is it? It is, it's as you say. If it's 1.1 second quicker, you're going to be in the region of 0.2 of a second on the overall time. I think it's going to be 0.2. Yeah. No, it won't. Do you think we're going to get any freak laps that really do hit it? I don't think so. Not in the long tail McLaren. I don't think. I don't know. Yeah. Well, people should know the track. You should know it by now. Just a question of how well. I don't think the car will make any unsuspecting moves. I don't think it'll be difficult to handle. Maybe not. Not long. Cool, cool. It's good to hear, as. No, Big Papa's only 5 minutes away. Maybe. Well, the last 10 minutes we'll have it dry, won't we? We'll be able to run softs. As long as you keep it on the racing line. I'm going in for softs now. Hopefully giving myself low fuel. Well, I'll just have to take a little bit to give myself a couple of laps. But then we'll be good to go. It's a clear night as well. Yeah, it's wet, isn't it? Yeah, slippery, slippery. Absolutely bone dry through the Porsche curves. Going in the pitch is wet as well. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there's no racing line there, is there? We'll have a little bit of fuel. Oh, yeah. We'll have a couple of laps. Oh, easy. Four-wheel drive car just drove straight on. Didn't turn at all. It's tricky, isn't it? Oh, my lord. Oh dear. That is so wet. Big penalties for that, I'd say. Big Popper is in the house. Who else are we missing? Mr. Bawley said he wouldn't get here. Mr. Ball. Is he in? He said he wouldn't make it. Well, well done, Mr. Ball. Who else is missing? Lap 7. We'll probably get 9 laps then. It didn't want us to turn, did it? Holy Chipotle. Don't know why I've got that spinning around my head. Can't even tell you what it is. It's not cameo word up, but that's what I thought it was, but it's not. Now I've got breakout by swing out sister going around my head. Why's that? It's the right era. Whom? You can't see those corners, can you? Mr. Ball. Welcome. Absolutely fine, my friend. Where are you going? Going to Bath? Whether you need it or not? Whether you need it or not? Oh, great stuff. Must be a birthday. Oof, hang on. Does that bring around the glances of coming to America? You'll know what I mean. Yeah. King Joffrey Joffer. Yeah. Transgressing the rules. One stop soft. Fuel map 1. 9 laps. Yeah, 9 laps. Yeah, 1 stop. No, 1 stop. Percent. Yeah, might have to. I'm praying for rain. Yeah, we've just had rain. Okay. There's a chance we could have rain. I don't think we've never had a wet practice before. It's always a good thing. Nah, risk it, mate. Save the 40,000. JB would. What you do on a weekend's up to you, son. That's why you have the bath. Would you be using the 3 shells? The 3 shells. Name the film. Name the film. Yeah. And leading lady. Oh yes. You know she's single at the minute. You know she's single now. Do you mean who cares? She's available. Yeah. Her husband died in June. Well, yeah, there's more chance though, isn't there? I mean, miscongeniality. Oh, yes. Yeah, of course. Is she allowed on your allowed list, JB? Sandra Bullock, yeah. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, it's a sad reason that she's single, but she's got to be over him by now. If she isn't, I can console her. I'm just waiting for Big Papa to type something. He's going to type something any minute. Well, yeah. Too soon, Ed. Too soon. He did die of cancer as well, with Big C, so it's never good. It wasn't alcohol, drugs or suicide, it was the big C, so... Helen Mirren, exactly. That's what I was expecting Big Papa to type. I've got to do a t-shirt with Helen Mirren on, haven't I? That's got to be. Yeah. What are you driving? 919. He's busy, bless him. Yeah, he's busy. Right, chaps, it's fast on qualifying time, so I'm going to just do driver introductions and then we'll go to quali. So, here's Sam in the dark. There you go, beautiful looking car with the number 1 on the side, just recognising his league position. As you can see, lovely headlights, you'd spot him anywhere. In second, Fat Man currently on time. Again, beautiful skin, as we can see in the dark, it's yellow, can't see anything else. Yeah. Number 4, Big Popper, fastest skin on the day. He's being illuminated by Sam behind him. We can see that. Sam Akins makes the pass. We'll skip on. Heathen is in 5. I reckon there's a fair few people sat in the pits waiting for the start. Mr. Sphinx. He's running round. Happy days. JB just going to the pit lane. Don't know if he's out of fuel. He's flashing away. Jinking the lights. I tried to download his skin yesterday, but he hasn't got that one shared. The one you're using there. I couldn't find it. Helmet Racer. What is it? Yeah. Helmet Racer just running round the corner. Who's this? Mr. Ball carrying penalties, of course. Again, you can't see his skin. He's using a standard skin. But he's looking fairly fast. Big red penalty. Big Bad Barry. He's looking fast tonight. He was up there on the timing charts in number 2. Everybody virtually is using the 919. There's me. 13th triple back. He is again in the 919. And there was somebody on the track. Seb. We didn't see him when we were running round. But there's Seb. The only person who hasn't arrived is Hayes. I haven't seen Hayes. The rest of the team are here. I'm hoping he does know. Was he away? I'm gonna have to ask the 420 boys. Is Hayes landing tonight? Do any of the guys know if we're waiting on Hayes? I'll put it in the chat. I would have thought so. He didn't message me or anything, so... Ah, for flick chicken buggle baths. Hello chat, I'm doing the last 1.45 hours of the 24-hour race. Oh, keep going, Red. Can I get JB's skin for qualifying? Yes, I've just spoke to JB about the skin. He's going to make sure he uploads it. Right, so red, if the red one is online, if you want to, I think if you search Widdowmaker, you'll find it. And you can just change the paint colour to the appropriate colour. He's going to tell us what that one is. Otherwise, he could upload the one he's using. That would be good of him. Wouldn't it? Hayes is in the lobby. I didn't see him on track. Oh, Christ. Well done. I just looked down the list of people. Yeah. I didn't see him there. He wasn't in the list that I could see. Okay, well, we're going to go qualifying then. As everybody's here. This is the problem with not having people in the chat, you see. They're in their own chat lobby. And because... Yeah. Red, if you just send message JB to message... If you send JB a message, trying to get the words out, with the number of the car you want, he'll upload the skin with your number on. So you can use it in quali. Okay, folks, ready to go. Good luck. I've got no idea what the weather's going to be like. And I don't know what tyres I'm going to have. I didn't see him on track. I didn't see him. Not fast enough, Sam. It is. It's all to do with the bot, Mariana. It's the R18s are pretty rubbish at this race, to be honest. The Audis are pretty lame. They're rubbish on fuel. They're not particularly fast. Hope you're over the storms from last night as well. I don't anticipate being anywhere near the front. I'll probably be kind of top 8. Although it's funny enough, it's only giving me 6 laps of fuel right now. That will get better. Well, hopefully Restream bot will kill that. Restream bot should get that spammers. Wilkie's not in tonight, so I haven't got a Wilkie moderator to do that. Don't click those links, folks. They're not worth it. If their first chat is a link to something, don't pay any attention. Track feels really greasy. It's as though it's just been raining. It's brilliant that somebody comes into the Twitch channel and posts a link for people to watch, yet there's only me and one other person watching. Great, well done. And the worst thing about it is I'm going to ban him in a moment. And I've only got one other viewer and I'm banning the other one. That's great. Oh, Sam's going to be rapido, my friend. Sam's going to put in a 320, maybe a 319 if he's really, really, really on it. Mr. Nusden has just joined. Mr. Nusden's just going to have missed out at the start of quali. We're going to get one more lap in, definitely. That's Seb behind me, isn't it? I'm holding Seb up, I apologise. Go on Seb, take the line if you want it, mate. I'll brake, you can take the line, go, 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 go. Oh, come on. Again, can't hear me because he's in a different chat room. I gave up some time there. Now I'm holding him up. There's a 319 as predicted. Oh, the washout is immense in traffic, isn't it? Oh my lord. don't know who. I think it's Big Bag Barry behind me. I think it is. It is. Sorry, Barry. Oh, I'm getting pushed even further down. So I'm on lap 3. I've got 4.8. So that's 7. It's looking like. I was hoping it was going to give me 9. Well, we'll have to see. I reckon it's the darkness that gives you 9. No, I did 9 on Tuesday night. It all comes down to the conditions, though, doesn't it? If it's warm, or if it's cold, or if it's cooling, or whatever it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm just not quick here. Just not quick at all. Which sets a real bad story for the Le Mans event. All those things are slightly different there, aren't they? It's different settings, different tyre wear. Sparks off the car in front. Here's triple back. Just hope he can get me before he's not going to. He's still going to put faster lap in than me, even with a 1 second penalty. 12 seconds. 12 seconds slower than Sam. That's mental. I'm just not brave enough, am I? Just not brave enough in the corners. Not carrying enough speed where I should be able to carry speed. I'm just easing off and being careful, I think. He's gone faster again. Holy shit. Oof. Here we come. Well, we've gone up to 9 seconds slower than Sam. Oh my lord. Right, where's that dude that needs banning? Here he is. Gone. It is. Right, let's take a look at the results. Let's just remind ourselves. Sam, like lightning, 3:19.596. Wow. Big Bad Barry, 3.1 seconds back in second. Then Seb. And they were all in the Porsche. The first one who isn't is Fat Man in 8th. So Big Bad Barry second. Seb third with 3.7 down to 323, which is not unrespectable at all. Triple back in 4th, 324. I affected both Seb's and Triple's lap, I'm afraid. I apologise. Helmet, 325. Sphinx, 325. 420, 326. Fat Man at 326. Big Popper, 328. Widdowmaker, 329. Slow as cheese, man. Mr. Ball, 329.8. JB in 12. And Heathen Spirit. I can't say anything about anybody else's skills, can I? And Heathen in the 919 in 13th. JB in the TSO30. That's... how do I get faster? That's the question. I'm going to take a look at the weather before we go anywhere. And just see what that says. Yeah, no problem, Big Popper. Thank you, EDF Squad. Yes. Good luck to everybody. How do I get rid of that ban message that's on my screen? There we go. Get rid of that up there. There, he's gone. Yeah. So there's nothing on the rain radar. Yeah. It doesn't give you any forecast. There's a light smattering of clouds, but nothing else. No, the principle would be is qualifying would start straight at... Sorry, race would start straight after qualifying. So, potentially, yeah, no, yeah, it's one of them. I don't know either. I'm just going to do a couple of setting changes. It should tell you, but it doesn't, does it? Yeah, it should. And I've noticed it has done in the past, but it doesn't seem to. So, yeah. I'm just going to screenshot the results in. I don't think there'll be a need to restart anything here. It's a standing start, but it's a fairly open start. It's going to be... Dunlop is a right problem, Dunlop. I find it... Just hang back and let them go. And then catch them up. Because that's what I do when I'm near the front. I'm having to try and get away to try and stop the run from behind, and it makes its own problems. So, we'll just have to see. We're just waiting on Big Popper, folks. No dramas. If anybody else has left, you just need to let me know when you come back. I don't think... Say again. I don't remember, no. I can't remember. I think there was a bit of a debate about which tyres to run, but I don't know which tyres to run now. I think I do know which tyres to run now.
Yeah, you do, Levi.
Yeah, I do. Right, Big Popper's back, gentlemen. So we're going to start. It's 10-second warning. It's the usual stuff. It's a standing start with penalties. So please be aware.
Oh.
10-second warning.
Okay.
And we're away. Good luck, everybody. Enjoy it. It's the last one. Thanks for a great series. We'll see you at the end. There we go. We're away. They can't hear what I say, so I'm going to put my headphones fully on. It's just you and me, racers. 4th place on the grid. Not brilliant. Sugar. That's my fault. I'm restarting it. My foot slipped off the pedal. My foot slipped off the brake pedal and I wrecked the person's race behind me. No, I had a restart because obviously I ghosted, but the person tried to drive through me and I unghosted. No, the problem is I didn't save the no, I didn't no. I can't finish what I'm trying to say. I didn't save the grid. Yeah, it's my fault. It's completely my fault. I fucked up. Are you going to quit as? Join the server. I'll let you in. Yeah, that's where I'm going to put myself. Fourth, fifth. I don't remember. Set by host. I don't need to do anything else, do I? I've taken that out. I've taken qualifying out. Stupid twat. I just saw it all spinning round behind me and I thought, fuck it. Yeah. All my fault. Sorry. I'll see if I can remember. I can't see Sphinxy. There he is. I can't see Steve. I can't see Steve. I can't see Big Popper. What the fuck's happened there? Yeah. Yeah. I think Big Popper might have been posting the qualifying. No. Does anybody know what the positions were?
I was second. I was first. I was last. We can go back on the screen.
I could do that. I could do that. There's no Big Popper.
Sam first, Big Bad Barry, 420
Yeah, so Sam would be last, then it's Big Bad Barry, then Seb,
Seb,
then
BKR 420, Helmet Racer 420, Sphinxy in 6th, 420 Motorsport in 7th, Fatman 8th. Just give me a minute.
Big Popper 9th, Widdowmaker 10th,
Yeah.
Mr. Ball 11th, JB Design 12th, and Vice last position.
Big Popper was behind me. I don't know what 9th is. Because it's reverse grid.
9th with Big Papa.
Is he ahead or behind me?
Ahead of you. You're in 10th.
No, that doesn't work. On the grid, is he ahead or behind me?
He is ahead of you, so he's in 9th, you're in 10th.
No. First, second, third or fourth?
Heathen Spirit, JB, Mr. Ball, Widdowmaker 4, Big Popper 5th.
Thank you. Got it done. Right, my apologies, folks. That was a cock up on my behalf. I'm going to move myself to the back of the grid as penalty. Right. Let's try again. Right.
420 was
I got it wrong. Okay. 420 was. 420 was. So was he in 6th? Was he in 6th? Right, so I've got Heathen Spirit, JB, Pink Ball, Big Popper, Fat Man, 420, Sphinx, Helmet, BKR, Seb, Bad Barry, Sam, as me. Cool. My fault. Okay. Good stuff, let's go. Good luck, gentlemen. that up big time. Just need to keep my foot on the brake and not shuffle my foot. Oh, I need to get rid of my anger. I'm so frustrated with myself. Not the fact that I'm false started. I've effed up other people's races. That's what does my head in when I get it wrong. So I'll just punish myself a little bit and get on with it. So start at the back and we'll force ourselves to race through the pack. Not that we won't. Season's over anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We just got to get this right for next week. I can't be doing that on... Well, I won't be doing it because I won't be starting the race. But just got to make sure I don't do stupid stuff. It does my head in. Loads of people with penalties. I need to change the weather. I need to make sure the weather's not having a moment. Now Fat Man's he's in the FAP, whereas everybody else has really cottoned on to the fact that the four-wheel drive car, the 919, really is where the money's at. Oh, Fat Man just had a moment. I don't know what happened there. Oh, I was so quick through there. I don't know what happened there. Couldn't stop. Sorry, JB. Just so difficult to get to the brakes at that point. Because these guys were bumping and waiting for each other, I think. Another bad mistake. Now they're running side by side. I'm so slow through here. I need to get the power on. I need to be faster. Come on. Big Popper's picked up penalties. Where's he got them from? Oh, he got them from probably from when he pummeled Fat Man, so and that's where the 919 excels. It's got such massive acceleration compared to the FAP, and the FAP will catch it on the straight. I lost it there. I'll stay out of Fat Man's way, but I want his slipstream. There goes Fat Man again, making the gains. There's not enough room, you see, on the start line. It's horrendous. One person makes a cock up and it destroys the race for everybody else. So need to find a way of making the starts better. The options of increasing the gap aren't there for people because the settings don't work in the race setup. Oh, somebody spun there. Don't know who that is. Porsche 919 hybrid. Somebody spun round. It was Big Bad Barry. Oopa loopa. To try and catch up to Fat Man here. Oh, there's incidents going on here. Where am I on fuel? 5 more laps. The reason I can't grip for that corner, the reason I overshot it was because the tyres, mediums versus softs. That's what it was. Completely misjudged it, braked at the wrong braking point. And I was tight, wasn't I, down the outside? That's why I went all the way through there. Very lucky not to clean anybody up there. Try and carry as much speed as I can through here. Sam, a 319.4 on a full tank of gas. Holy hell. Oh, my stream stopped. Try and catch it up. Fat Man's got away from me. I can't catch him. It's going to be a 2-stop, isn't it? Batman's got ahead of 420, so that's 420 in front of me. Here comes Big Bad Barry. I'll let him go. I'm never going to catch him. Look how much quicker he is through there. Holy hell. That's the difference. That's the actual difference there. The squirt speed out the corner. That's tremendous. Can't believe the speed differential. That's the same car. That's got to be counter steer and traction control then. I'd be in backwards in the gravel if I didn't have them on. So that's what it's got to go down to then. I'm as slow as cheese. Car didn't want to slow down, but it did in the end. It's just sliding. Where are we? 9th place. Ooh, that's penalties. I didn't brake. Lucky. I've lost the bottom of my chat. I'll fix that in a minute. Hey Olive, welcome. Good to see you on a Thursday night. This is unusual, I know. I apologise. Managed to adjust the chat on my left screen so I can see it. Heathen's coming to get me. So I'm looking at this then, we've got 4 laps to go on lap 4, so that'll be 7 laps. 7 laps in the 330 region, 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 30 is 3.5, so we're going to be 24.5 minutes. Is it worth doing a 2-stop with a sprint at the end? Or is it worth doing a 2-stop with... So do 7 laps on each stint. And then that'll be 21, 24 minutes, just short run the last stint. I think that's what it's got to be, hasn't it? I think that's what it's got to be. Big Popper got away, didn't he, at the same time? He's up there with Fat Man. Much faster than I am. Yeah. I'm going to have to learn so much to drive the setup in the Le Mans race. I can barely hold this car on this track with the settings I use, and I've got to drive it on Sam's setup. I'm just going to have to just be horrendously careful. You just have to get better. I think Big Bad Barry keeps picking up penalties. He's not really getting away with it. Maybe he's made a medium tyre choice rather than softs, because I think that is the bigger difference. I think I should be on softs, really. Night time's approaching. Tyre difference is going to be significant. We're going to start to see that change. Sparks flying off the back of Big Barry down there. Just starting to keep Heathen a little bit in our range. He was down to 1.7 seconds. He's now out to 3.5. Yeah, we're going to be the best part of 7 laps. 6 laps. 6 times 3 is 18. 6:21. So after 6 laps is going to be the even time to pit. And it'll be a shorter pit stop, the first one. We picked up a penalty for cutting that corner. That was so slight, wasn't it? Ever so tiny. Ever so tiny. That's going to drop us back into the crux of Heathen. And there's another one, I think. We're only a second quicker. What I like about the custom races is the penalties in the custom race. You can ease off in the braking zone. They're aggregation ones. You don't get a penalty line. You rub the time off under braking or not accelerating in an acceleration zone. Whereas on this race, you have to serve them at a penalty line. You can't serve them to your advantage. There we go. That's going to get Heathen back into the fold. He's back. Oh, he didn't. 5.7, so whether we've made gains there, I don't know. Expecting to see people pit on the end of lap. Ooh, brake. I looked up. Fat Man's gone in now, okay. But he's in the FAP. I got half a second penalty again there. Just overran that corner. That's just... Yeah, tyres are... Gonna blame the tyres, get the excuse in early. Temperature and tyre wear. Tyres looking absolutely good. We're not getting the fuel usage we expected. Medium tyres next stop. Yeah, medium tyres next stop, definitely. No, soft tyres next stop. What are you on about? What goes on in my head doesn't necessarily come out in my mouth, does it? I think we've realised that. Seconds a lap slower. We're a minute behind and we've done 6 laps, so that actually rings true, doesn't it? And I can't find a way to go faster. Really can't. Can't find it in this car anyway. Sam's into the pits, end of lap 6 on 1%. Mr. Ball's got ahead of Heathen. 420's dropped down, so that means Big Popper 4th and 5th. Who's in 4th and 5th? That's got to be Big Popper and Fat Man. But where's Sphinxy? So Sam's filled up fuel and he's away. Oh, I've effed that. Again, I've cut that corner too tight. I'll pick the penalties now. Yeah, there's another half a second just to ignore me. So Sphinxy's gone to first, okay. Big Bad Barry's out, Seb's out, BKR's out. We're going to jump everybody. It's not going to gain us a massive amount, we're just going to gain a bit of track position for a lap. But then we'll put the softs on when it's cooler, and we'll see how we go. We're only 30 seconds down now, that makes me feel a bit better, but we'll get caught, I think, by the guys behind. Helmet Racer will catch us before we end this lap, I'd say. And this is how it's going to feel, middle of the night, dark as it is, charging down this straight. A week's time, 8 days. 8 days time we'll be here thrashing away, middle of the night. This is the view we'll have. So as we know, we're racing Heathen. I don't know whether Heathen's pitted. We're not actually that much faster considering we are super light on fuel. We're going to take fuel wise, we're going to take 6 laps or 5 laps. Nothing on the radar. We know we don't have to take any tyres, don't we? The Sphinx has gone to the pits as well. That's what we can't... Oh, my head, my steering wheel's gone. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone completely. Now it's back. Steering wheel bugged out. Happy days. That's the penalty you get for buying Fanatec. There you have it. Makes no difference. we're going to get done for cutting pit lane probably. Right, 6 laps do we think? I suppose the only way I could have got around that is if, as soon as I'd sensed it, I could hit the button on the controller and it would stop the wheel. It would auto drive me. But we're down to 10th place. Wowzers. 10th place. I don't see where see where Chris is. 5, 6 laps. There's Heathen, so that's the difference then. That was the cutting out of the wheel that brought Heathen back into the race for me. We've got to make use of the softs, haven't we? See if we can catch him up. Put the pressure on. I lost 6 or 7 seconds there, didn't I? Let's see if we can. Even the soft eye is struggling for grip in the light temperatures. Mr. Ball's got through, look, up to 11th. JB's gone through. I really did lose quite a bit there. I was ahead of them guys. His line's completely different to mine. I did well to avoid him there. Not going to get past him. I'm just going to back out. Who's that ahead? Missed the ball. 5 seconds. See if we can chase him down. Tyres are looking good. Should have been on the softs from the start, shouldn't I? Look, there's how much speed I lost through there. Heathen had so much more speed. Somebody just gone in the pits. They have. JB's gone in. I guess they've not pitted. They're in for their last lap. They actually went an extra lap, I'm guessing. So missed the ball, 6 seconds. He's next. Car went incredibly light through there, over the curbs. So this is where Mr. Spirit will catch us again. He's in half a second, so he's got the slipstream. Just a question of whether he can make the gain up. He must be running more downforce than me, which is an unusual thing for me to say because I normally run all the downforce. Making gains out the corner. No rain on the radar. Happy days. Oh, I've gone too tight there. That's penalties. I rode that curve big time. You seem to be okay. Early apex. We seem to have got a little bit of extra fuel. Those couple of corners behind Heathen allowed us to back off and save a bit. There's Sparks, that'll be Mr. Ball. See if we can Ball 5.7 seconds. Oh wow, come on. We're over the halfway point now. We managed to increase time on there, it's up to 5.8. Fastest lap was half a second quicker than my prior one though. Really throwing the car across them curves. All for naught, we're only a 10th quick, well, 10 hundredths, 100ths of a second. 93 hundredths, should I say. 1 minute 47 down on Sam. See if we can avoid being lapped. Bit quicker through there. Mr. Ball still making speed though, he's up to 0.6. Ethan's back to 2.7. He's in a different car though, Mr. Ball. He's in a TS, isn't he? He's not in the 919, or is he? Is he in the 919? I don't know. Five minutes time and then the guys will be pitting again. Yeah, Fanatec. Fanatec is my wheel manufacturer, Mr. Olive. My wheels made by Fanatec. And it's Fanatec's fault because they haven't fixed the bugs yet. Can't be my fault. Well, it is that I'm a rubbish driver, but in terms of it can't be my fault that the wheel switches off randomly. Down to 4.8 on Mr. Ball. He's had a moment. Never bugs out on the straight, does it? Always bugs out on a corner. I'm guessing he had penalties there as well. Maybe once in an hour. Maybe once. I've had it happen a couple of times in an hour. I've also had it not happen for 3 days, which is really bizarre. But once you've had your one in an hour, it's normally gone. But it's normally in the hour race. It normally happens. Oh, crawler poop. That was me braking too late. Couldn't see the apex. Let's hope that don't get penalised for that. That man's gone to the pits. The first of the stoppers. He's probably a lap early actually, but he's in the FAP, so he doesn't have the fuel. That's... yeah, he's gonna... might have to do another pit before the end unless he stretches his fuel. Half a second there. That's just a lift. We can live with that, but Mr. Ball's got out to 7.4 again. There's 2 corners where I just have to lift. It's just so quick there. Come on. I was down to 3 point something seconds on him. He's out to 8 seconds now. Holy hell. Do we have to change tyres at this stop? I don't think we do. I think we can keep the same tyres. Let's got 3 laps to go. Brake balance is fine. We're good there. I only lost... how was I that much slower through there? I don't understand. I was 0.8 of a second. 0.9 of a second slower. Yet he managed to gain 3 seconds on me. I don't understand. Was I that quick over the first sector? I guess. Got cramp in my calf. That's not good. Gonna have to watch out for that on the night of the race. Oh, didn't see the line there. Didn't see that line coming up. That'll be penalties. Lost half a second anyway. It's so different in the dark, isn't it, that corner? Have to be aware of that. Probably take a straighter line and turn it in, maybe. Sam's down to 3:18. Jesus. I hope I don't let him down in the race. I really don't. To be paired up with such an epic driver is immense, but massive weight to carry. And I'm not suggesting he's a fatty. That's me. Massive responsibility. I got a penalty for giving up. What the hell? Ah, yeah, just take it. Just take it. Just... that's the way it is. Being caught now by Fat Man after his pit stop. Laps. There's 3 cars back there. There's Fat Man, Heathen and Big Popper, I think. Another difficulty is racing at night on your own. It's so easy to wander off in a zone and not really put in the fastest laps. It's much easier to be quicker when you're racing with people and against people. Oh, look at that, he's catching. I'm going to get swamped here. And then I've got to give that penalty up at the end of the lap, and oh, here it comes. Big Popper's next. No, Big Popper's a little bit further back, but I didn't seem to want to change gears there. Sam's gone in for his pit on schedule then. 20 minutes to go. We experienced this last time, didn't we? Get a penalty for that. Difficult to follow in the air of the car in front. EKR's gone in. It'll save me 4 seconds not to change tyres. I think we'll be good with these tyres, won't we? And I'm assuming Fat Man's going all the way to the end on what he's got. I don't think he'll be stopping again. Here's a punishment penalty. Big Popper's going to go 1 or 2 laps longer than me this time. So he's going to take a real short fill stop because he's not got far to go. I need to do some maths. I need to take 5 laps of fuel. 4 laps is 12. 4 laps is 12 minutes. If you're working out on 4, 3 4s are 12, 4 3s. There's Big Popper, he's behind me. He's caught up. It's 12. But we're 3:30, so 3 4s is 12 plus 2 is 14 minutes. So I need to take for 5 laps of fuel. Shish kebab. Massive penalty for that. Yeah, look at that, 3 seconds. I'll just let Big Popper overtake now. I'm getting penalties for being pressured. I'm bottling it, as they say. Let me stay out here. It's what I don't want to be doing in the middle of the night. I don't want to be racing and being under pressure, but I want to be around cars. I don't want to be on my own. Just the ball is 30 seconds back. Everybody's braking way later than I am. Way later. for whatever reason, I'm X amount of seconds faster than Big Popper down there. But I shouldn't be. And there it goes, overruns into that corner again. I just outbraked myself. I'm going to get another penalty going through the line here. Just trying too hard. It's annoying. Really frustrating. It's been a bad day all day, hasn't it? I haven't had a good session at all. Not positive about it either. Just feeling a little bit beaten by it. Into the pits. Last set of tyres. And a penalty as well, just to make my day. There we go. Not taking tyres. Oh, don't turn the steering wheel, you swine. "13 minutes remaining." It's 4 laps then. 4 laps. There we go. I think I was out of position against Big Popper because he's running the longest stint, isn't he? So we're out of sync on pit stops. That's why. He's much faster than me, I think. And much faster? He qualified in front of me. We were on the same row of the grid, weren't we? So he is quicker on lap time than me. So yeah, I was out of position. So this is probably more where I am. Yeah, JB. Either Mr. Ball's the only one that's really above, so we'll have to see if we can close in on him now. Carrying way too much speed, braked way too late. There was me thinking that these guys brake later than me. They brake later here. And obviously I can't brake later there, I've got to brake earlier. The way my brakes are set up, it's got to be earlier, I guess. Can't be messing with my process just based on what I see other people doing. Got to feel right with it. He's got a second on me there, look. And he's got another second on me here. I've got to chase him down. I've got to make it worth the effort. What I do know. 2 minutes 26. I've got a minute ahead of Sam. I don't need to get lapped in the last 10 minutes. He will be an extra lap ahead of though, won't he? Depends on what happens, I guess. Yeah, we'll be down. I'll be down a lap anyway because he'll complete an extra lap, won't he? Yes. Right, this is where we give up time to Mr. Ball. And we're going to have to gain it back. I can't get this corner right. For some reason I can't see my braking point. Don't get it. Don't understand. Big Popper's into the pits. I don't think I'm going to catch him. I had to take much more fuel. He's only got to take 3 laps. Oh my word. I'm looking up at the timing. Need to do better than that. That's appalling. Driving at night is going to be horrendously difficult. Just so glad it's only 1/3 of the race at night. British summertime means that even European summertime means Big Popper's stopped taking fuel. He'll be just popping out the pit lane ahead of us there. We'll see him go. So Bawley's made it past him. He's 5 seconds ahead of us. And Popper's quicker than us, so... Hey, come on, kid. Sort your head out. You're better than this. I'd like to say I'd really like to try and catch Big Popper, but I don't know how. I've not been able to catch him all night. Heathen's been catching me as well, so I think the challenge here is to stay ahead of Heathen. Now I'd like to not have any more penalties if that can be wished for. Dire, shocking shame. I hate to think what it's going to be like when I try and drive the setup Sam wants to drive. I'm going to be useless. I'm just going to have to run different help aids, I guess. He's not running any downforce on the rear of the car. He's only running a tiny bit on the front. And I just don't know how I'm going to be able to drive it. Looking at 3:18.25s, I'm going to be 3:30. I'm going to be 12-15 seconds a lap slower than he is. So whatever he puts in faster than the other guys, we've just got to calculate that I'm going to be X amount of seconds slower than them. So if they're putting in 3:26s, I'm going to be 6 seconds slower than them, and he's got to be 6 seconds faster than them to make a difference. Just have to see if that makes a difference. Ethan's catching me. Got one more lap after this, haven't we? I can see lights coming down the track. For once I haven't got penalties when I get to here, which has got to be a personal achievement, I'd say. Once tonight's race has ended, we're into the full settings for the race environment. So next week we're going to run GR3s. Oh, I'm going to get a penalty for that. We're going to run GR3s with full race settings. That just does my head in. Same corner every night. I can't stop for it. That's part of the no downforce thing. It's can't make the car stop. Just missing that braking point every time. I can see it in the daylight, but at night it's in the dark to the right hand side of my headlights. I can't see it. And when I realised I can't see it, it's too late. That should tell me something, shouldn't it? Well, we're into the last lap, so Sam's literally 18 seconds, 15 seconds behind me. That's probably Sam behind me now, actually. It's not, it's Heathen. And I've got a penalty, so I'm going to lose this place, aren't I? I'll be running in last. Happy days. But I deserved that after the start I did today. Proper horrible. I moved my foot on the brakes, lifted my foot off, thinking that it wouldn't run. Yeah, too many. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Lack of preparation, too much pressure on myself, not fast enough. Not fast enough at all. Just not fast enough. And I don't know how to get faster, that's my problem. I'm the same with most stuff at this point. I don't know how to be faster. I know it's easy to say brake later, it's easy to say do this, do that, but when I try and go faster I make mistakes, I miss braking points, I pick up penalties. 2 seconds now, look, thrown it away. Just trying to be faster and I just get slower. Maybe I've just got to stop trying. Sam's literally 5 car lengths back. That 2 seconds might be enough to allow Sam to lap me. That's the end of the lap time. So I'm going to be a lap down to Sam anyway. Ridiculous. Wave goodbye to that position. And I've timed the fuel absolutely spot on. Probably could have not taken the extra 0.2, but we're going to finish with 0.2, so that's, well, we're going to finish with more than that, I'd suggest. "30 seconds back to Az. Finish the race in the pit, see what happens. Never done this before. Might as well have an experiment. It's going to drive me into the pits. I've never seen that before. Look at that. Wowzer. And it finishes the race on with it. I've never seen that before. That's quite bizarre. That was something different. So the guys that made it onto the final lap were Sam, BK. Sam's just finished. That's how close behind me it was. BK, Seb, Bad Barry and Helmet. Sphinx in 6th. Hayes in 7th. Fatman 8th. Big Papa 9th. Mr. Ball 10th. Heathen 11th. Me in 12th. Az in 13th. JB in 14th. So I wasn't lapped, but technically I was. Well, I'm glad that season's over. Don't like the GR1s. Really don't. It's too fast for me. I can't see. My eyes don't work well enough to focus on the car. It's just the same as running the F1 cars. I find them tremendously difficult because I can't see. My eyes can't catch up. Can't focus quick enough. And I don't see myself as that kind of driver. Which brings about a hint from where I want the season to go next year. Next season. I'd like to try and slow it down a bit. Somebody's hitting the Love Arts. Who's that? Who would be hitting the Loves? Thank you, whoever it is. Big Bad Barry and Helmet. Good race, Az. I'll just put the chat on. Stop dismissing myself and beating myself up. There we go. They've come across the line. I raised 2 places off the grid. Happy days. Tremendous. Almost 40 million. There you have it. That concludes the season. Well done, chaps. I generally don't know. That'll be the race I drop, I think. So we'll be finishing with the points we got, I think. Whatever points it showed is what I'll have. Yeah. Yeah. I just don't know how I'm going to be. Yeah, I didn't mention the lap time, did I? 3:18.250 you put in even faster than earlier. And then Big KR, triple back with a 3:21, Seb with a 3:22. I'm just going to be so much slower than that. I just don't know how I can get anywhere near. Can't do it, mate. Can't drive it. That's what I got on there, yeah. I can't do it with 0 downforce. Right. Well, if you watch today's video, if you watch it, you'll find out why I'm shit. The faster I go, the more penalty points I get. I don't understand. I don't understand how it's fast. I was following Big Popper, and Big Popper seemed to be braking so much later than me. I was braking, he was braking a clear second later than me, and I overran the corner. I can't stop. So when it then comes to me being in front of Big Popper, I'm braking. Big Popper then is right up my ringer because he's used to braking later. When I was following Heathen, it was exactly the same. I can't stop the car when I brake at the points you guys stop. And I don't know what's going on. I've no idea. Can't see his brake balance. So I just don't know. I just don't know what the difference is. I don't know. It does me head in. I just don't understand why I'm so slow. It's mind-numbing. Yeah, I just can't drive the car in the setups you guys are driving. I was getting penalties every lap for overrunning corners. Yeah. What was my fastest lap? A 3:30, a 3:29, and I was running. It's not a decent lap time. 3:21. Well, here's the situation, right? Here's the situation. Sam is going to be running. Sam's going to run 12 hours at 3:18. I'm going to run 12 hours at 3:29. Seb and Trippleback are a team averaging 3:21.5 or 3:22s. Sam's got to drive 3:09s to be able to win the race. It's just not going to be. It's not going to happen. When I get tired, I'll be doing 3:45s. I'll be doing 3:45s when I'm tired. I'm just feeling defeated. I can't do it. It's. There's a discussion going on about. No, it's absolutely fine, Big Popper. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. I don't think there's any doubt about who's won what. I think we're cool. Sphinx. So I don't know whether it's setup. I don't know whether it's brake pedal feel. I don't know. I know I can't get the brake pedal still feeling the way I want, but I don't know what the problem is. On Tuesday, I was rapid and I was fast. I genuinely think it's the car type. The cars are too fast for me. I can't turn in. I think the car don't suit me. I think that's the problem. I'd rather be in a GR4. A GR3 would probably suit me better. You know, because it's just that bit slower. You're not braking in such a concerted space. It's. What's that? Oh, the races for the off season. Yeah. Yeah. So, we'll have to get my head around it. Big Popper, just Mr. Bull says he doesn't give a shit about what he did to you. You'll just have to live with it, and he won't think ever about doing it again. He's going to do it to you again lots of times. Whatever it was he did, he doesn't. There's no remorse, nothing. No, that's not true, Big Popper. He says he's ever so sorry for hitting you in the buttocks, and he won't do it again. He's been a very naughty boy. It's not his usual form. Is there have you guys decided what you're doing yet, 420 wise? Are you doing one team, two teams? Say again. No, Le Mans. It's I was just trying to work out whether it's one or two teams, or you're doing 4 guys in a team. Okay. Okay, we were just trying to give Make-A-Wish an idea of numbers of people who were taking part. That's all. So, that's cool, thank you. That's what I basically put. Oh, that's appreciated. Thank you very much. It was just more the numbers, that was all. Yeah. Oh. Mr. Bull, response from Big Popper. He says you should back out and hit the pace car instead. Well, yeah. Sam generally is setting the pace. I think you're right there. Absolutely. Right, has everybody saved the replay? Big Popper says, you've hit everything else, why can't you just be perfect and hit everything? Yeah. I don't like being the middleman. Can you two have your bitch fights on your own? Get a private room. Right, if you've saved the race replay, I'm gonna... Is that how long it takes? Or are you assessing something else? So just while you know, guys, there's somebody else running the Le Mans 24-hour whilst we speak. One of the gentleman racers that's joining JB's team, Red Desmo, is actually in the final hour of doing the 24 hours now as a practice event on a solo on his own. But he's the only difference is he's done it over the period of like 4 days. So he's been doing it after work in the evenings. So he's had his PlayStation on pause for 4 days. No, he's just busting his way through it, doing the full 24 on a custom race. Whoa, Big Popper. I know how useless I am. I know how useless I am. Big Popper's put the race together banner up. Well done. If I click that, it takes me straight there. What I have noticed is the donations aren't in an order. Oh, that does me head in. I have to look through and find them. Oh dear. That's going to be tough. But the total is going up. Thank you very much, folks. Are you done yet, JB? Red is actually on the last lap. 1.18 seconds in the lead. Go for it, son. Go on. Yeah, we're 6% a target, which is great start before we start the race. That's cool. 6% of the target. It's a stretch target. It's a bit of a big one. But the technical part of it is that's Big Popper's season target. That's how much he's planning to raise or hoping to raise over the entire year. So no, because he's doing 4 or 5 events on this collection, on this setup. So if you click the banner or if you scan the QR code, it'll take you to a page and there's a bit of a spiel, a bit of a story about what he's doing and how he does it and why he does it. It's on my screen now on the stream. All right, it's on the chat. It's on the chat. Yeah, if you go to the chat, you'll see it. No, it's at the bottom. Big Popper's just posted it. Yeah, yeah. Go on, Red. Tell us how you do. Do you win? What card did you choose? So what if you watch on Twitch, I've got automated restream bot, but it doesn't go onto YouTube. I haven't found an automated bot that can post it. No. I don't know how. Oh no, there's a pin message option. That's right, okay. I didn't know that. I'm a bit of a useless YouTuber. I think you realise that by now. I don't know anything about the platform. I don't know how it works. Same as Twitch. No idea how it works. I just stream. You've only just seen the what? That's right, yeah. Yeah. I didn't know that was a thing to pin that. I was almost ready to ban him then. I didn't know if I click it. Oh, I see. Channel. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. So there's all sorts of activity about. I didn't know anything about that. Top left-hand corner, there's a bit of a menu, isn't there? Wow. Right, have you finished with the replay? Excellent. For those that people do want to play, click refresh, I've been told. Whoever that was, thank you very, very much. And you guys take care. Good night, guys. So, oh, yeah. I've got to write some more tickets, I guess. Or is it going to be another anonymous? Good night, sir. How come? Yeah. I have no idea. So, part of that's exchange rate, part of that's legal, part of that's the rest of the process. It's just a shame. Is that yours in there? That's right. Everything I earn in June, everything I get from June is being donated. Well, I know what I'm going to earn in June. YouTube gives you a forecast based on your views and your views and your membership, etc. They tell you. The thing is, the worst thing about YouTube is they take 50% of everything. So regardless of what I earn, I only get 50% of it. Yeah. So in terms of where people make a stream, what's it called? My brain's gone. A something chat, a super chat. They take 60% of super chat, which is rank. But I'm not. Well, it's the terms we sign up to as a YouTuber. They host the platform. They take their cut. But there is alternate ways to do super chats. I've got a link for buy me a coffee or similar in my bits and pieces underneath. Super chat. I'd rather people pay for membership than super chat. But the cheapest membership at £3 or whatever it is, £3.99 or £4, is still way better in terms of the process than. Yeah, I mean you can donate memberships, which is okay. You know, it's the easiest way to do it, but. Yeah, I mean, put it this way: if every single one of my subscribers gave just $1, we would smash Big Papa's total. You know, that would be tremendous. 5,700 is the total target. I think so. I think he's well capable of doing it. Just on the premise that he's doing the race on his own, as a solo, should be enough. You know. And I do know that the last donation wasn't by me, even though it says it was. So. Good question. Right, so Desmo's just upstated us. 2 908 HDIs got him on the last lap. He came third. He's going to have to do it all again. Shit. Red, question for you. Bad luck, mate. What wheel do you run, Red? What wheel have you got? We might have a problem if we don't make a 2 team. We're trying to make a contingency plan. I've still got a spare G29, but I've got a G25 as well, but he's got a Logitech 923, so that's the Big Papa asked what his overall fundraising total was, and they could get only 6 of the last 7 years. So just over 20 grand in 7 years. Wow. That's epic, Big Papa. On your own as a solo without help. That's tremendous. And your inverted pedals. So I've got a second rig here. JB's got a rig, but JB's wheel burnt out at the weekend. He's ordered a new one. He didn't order a new. He ordered a used one. So he got a used one off eBay. It arrived today and it doesn't work. So we're now stuck. Well, we're not stuck for a second rig, but we're just trying to find out another option. The pedals are fine. It's just you're on a Logitech though, and a Logitech. I've got 2 sets of Logitech pedals here. Could you bring your wheel with you? Would that be a massive problem? Yeah. You just don't need it. You can bring the wheel, yes. So we got a backup plan, JB. Desmo, Red will bring his wheel. Did you get that, mate? Cool. Cool. Good man, Red. Good man. It's just it depends if JB's got another plan, or whether he can get a replacement, or whether he can get one working. I know he feels crap about it, just like I feel crap about the standard of my driving, but there we go. Hey. Oh, I was going to set this track up, wasn't I? I was going to set the doodah up. So, for... Oh, I bet it did. Practice, qualify, endurance race. That's what we're doing. 24-hour race. 60 minutes. Variable time, 1. 0. No, it's got to be 1. Random weather. Grid start. We're going to go rolling start because that will be what we're using. Fastest first. Setting option sum. Just downforce and brake balance, that's fine. Mechanical damage, heavy. Tyre wear, 1. Fuel consumption, 1. Your oil says bad. But here's the thing. Is there any engine wear? Because I'm of the opinion that I should be, whatever car I'm using to run the race, I should change the engine before we start. I think. Yeah. They say normal, I would. So normal, is that... Yeah, normal's not sparkly shiny, is it? That's one level down. Is that one level down? Yeah, so we've got to change the engine before you start, I reckon. Rather than just refresh it, I'd change the engine and put a brand new one in. Yeah, absolutely. Because you'll lose about 1% of performance for every stack down of... Let me just make sure I've got this right. Engine swapping a GR1 shouldn't be allowed. Good night, fellas. Hey, Bully, it's alright, mate. Have a good one. Enjoy the weekend, buddy. And make sure you use something smelly. Like Lynx. When you have that bath. He's gone. Right, have I got these right? I hate to get this wrong. I can't scroll up any further. Oh, there we go. So, 60 minutes for the race, 1 time speed, random weather, rolling start, fastest first, real on, heavy, tyre wear, fuel default, race, 10 minutes for quali, GR3, PP, no limit, because it's bop. It is bop, isn't it? Bop is on, yeah. Racing, they're all good. Strong wall collision on. Pit lane cut penalty. I've got to put it on. Yeah. Got to put it on. Right, save settings. Le Mans full jobby. There it is. Yeah, so I've got to put out a message for qualifying on Sunday. All 3 drivers that drive for a team, or 4 drivers, should be using the same car in quali. That's right. I don't know why any team would choose to do it any other way, but it's just a thought that whichever team, you see, whichever driver drives the fastest lap, the team uses the car of the driver in the fastest lap. But that wasn't the point. The point is that the position of your fastest driver suits the grid position. But it's something I didn't think about, that a team of 3 could actually have 3 different cars in the qualifying. Yeah, exactly, Red. Exactly. So he's actually got a point there. We shouldn't be running that. Wall collisions you've done anywhere, aren't you? I'll have to go and check, JB. I did do it. Off, you twonk. Yeah. So, what were you asking, JB? Yeah, downforce and brake balance are applied, yes. Oh, fuck off. Excuse my French. Yeah, but the thing is, and I know that's a perfectly good phrase, Big Popper. But there's 3 qualifying events. I don't think I'm going to be fast enough or capable enough to. I should be recording who's driving what, but I'll only realise after the event. You know, that somebody from a team has driven a different car. What could actually happen is the guy doing the 3rd practice, the 3rd quali, could use a different car, set a qualifying lap, and then the other 2 guys have used. Yeah, that's actually it. One of the guys could run a GR1 instead of a GR3, set a lap time, and then be suddenly up the grid. And there's a GR3 up there, but it couldn't, because they'd have to run GR1s, because I'll know what car it is that person's raced. So, just to make sure all teams are aware, you've all got to run the same car. I don't think it'll be a problem. It's only been put in my head with somebody saying it that I realised that it could be a problem. But it's not a problem to me. Yeah, that's right. It's GR3. Yeah, it's set for GR3s because it's GR3. Do you want the race Tuesday set for GR1s? Do you want to do the same race Tuesday and Friday? Because I thought Tuesday was for the guys doing the GR3 race. Friday was for the guys doing the GR1s. Not everybody's racing a GR1. Or do you want me to set it for open so GR3s and GR1s can run together? Is that what you mean? Because we can run it open, and we can have 2 1-hour sessions of 1s and 3s if we wanted. Because I haven't made a plan for this. I messed the plan up by missing a week. I was going to run a week of off-season before the race, but then I realised a week of off-season would be relaxing too much. So we could run actually GR1s and GR3s as an open lobby for 2 races on Tuesday and Friday. Do it as an open race. Huh? I agree with Big Popper. I agree with what. I agree with what Big Popper said. Big Popper's just said it's a perfect time to get an hour's go at driving around the slower car or being aware of the faster car. Say again, JB. I think it's valid. I actually think that's actually what we should do. Yeah, I think it. I think that's for next week. I definitely think that. So I'm going to open it up to all cars. I think if you're racing GR3, you've got to be GR3 because you've got to start. I think it's a good idea. I think these two sessions would work very well as a getting used to it. It's not really about winning these two sessions. It's about getting the pace going, getting up. You're not going to need to pit. You're going to go an hour non-stop on tyres. You don't need to change tyres. You don't need fuel. You generally, and this is where we find out actually just how many laps we can get on the fuel. That's not what it said on the screenshot. Did you say penalties? Did you just say... Say that again, JB. Okay, well, let's just see how shit I am in this. I think I need to turn the full speed back. See how we go. It's so much better with the extra force. Extra force feedback. I feel the car more, it slides less. I'm turning more positively because I can feel the car. Maybe that's been the issue. Good night, JB. You wait till you see my final time. I also think because I wasn't running enough force feedback, I wasn't feeling the car. And that equals it up, doesn't it? I just hope they release an update this week. New month. See how we do. But this will be 5 seconds quicker than I was earlier. Okay, so it's just me being overcautious then. 25 laps, 26, 27 laps, 27 times 3.5. I was a bit slow into there, I was doing maths. $25 times 3, 325s. 75 minutes plus a half of 75, so 35, 37 and a half. So it's 100 and... it's 2 hours. Is it 2 hours? It's an hour and 38 minutes. Hour and 38 and a half minutes. So it's an hour and 40. So the best scenario is 3 hour stints. $25, but it's a bit slow. That's 4 seconds quicker than I was earlier. I feel better with that then, because that halves the time, and it just means we're going to have an average lap time up with the boys of RB, the 420 guys. I'll be slower, but Sam will be a second or so faster, so... $20 more speed, 20 more... What, through the Porsche curves? trust it up grip. Yeah, no worries, mate. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Good race tonight, buddy, and congrats on the season again. And now you've shared some stuff on Instagram, I'm seriously impressed with some of the videos that come up. Seriously impressed. Yeah, I've watched the lap already. I watched it at work today, and wasn't suitable enough to notice speeds, etc., and compare them to mine. But I'll do that over the weekend, buddy. Thank you. Just found the limit. I need to take 2 seconds, gentlemen. I need to just go to the bathroom. Eyes back. So folks, I was going to show you something. So I mentioned tonight that I've got a set of cooling fans mounted to my rig, and I guess people probably that don't know about 3D printing don't really understand what that's going to mean. So I've got a 3D printer and I've printed a device like this. So it's a fan cowl and it has a mount like this. So as you can see, it's got a little bit of overprint on it because it's just come off the printer. It's actually just finished printing. So 3D printer that prints in a 3D geometric form actually produces something like this. As you can see, it's probably a very small for you to see, but it will fit onto my rig in such a way that a 120mm fan will fit on the back of it. There's another one of these to go on the back. Now let me see if I can grab that and show you what it's assembled like. Should have got that first, shouldn't I? You? What do you need to print? Is there something I can... Right. Right. Yeah. That just slides around my fingers because it's... Yeah. Right. Less than 70 quid. So how long is each piece? Yeah. 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 So how long are they? Oh, I see what I mean. So I could print you a full set for a pole. It would cost me pennies. Is that how much it costs? Just bear with me a second. Just bear with me a second because I've got the internet right here. So if I can print you it. So this is what it looks like, folks. The fan cowl. And I'll get it bolted together and I'll show you before I put it on. But that's a 120mm fan. It sits with the fan underneath, cowl like that, and it bolts to the front of my rig. It bolts to the front of the steering wheel, so I've got a fan at either side blowing directly onto my hands or just underneath. And that costs 20 quid for the filament. Now, the fan cost around about 14 quid because it's a Corsair one. And I've got a fan controller which cost 4 quid. So that whole ensemble cost probably 22 quid, probably something along those lines to get that. And I think you'd probably pay 60 or 70 quid for something like that. However, right, I'm going to answer Az's question. If I go on... I've got the internet here, so... And what do you say it's called? No, I don't want to know the website. I want to know what the item's called. Pole protector. So how would I know which ones to make? Yeah. Right. So where I go to get my models for making, it doesn't have anything for fishing pole protector. Interesting thing. I know the 3D printer is dead useful because it so DJ Mavis stand, Mavis. I don't know what that is. What is it called? Fishing. I'm gonna put fishing. There's loads of swim baits and lures and fishing reel, printable fishing reel, printable fly reel. Yeah. Looks like that. They're 3D printed, I can tell you they are. They are?
Somebody is actually doing them now. But he's selling them for 55.
They're 3D printed, I can tell by the way they're layered, I can see it. And they're actually pretty rubbish prints. I can see the weave in the bottom of the plastic. Okay, so that's going to have a funky name, that. That's going to have a right funky name. Yeah. Fishing roll, but... I know, but I'm looking in a library of 3DX models. Nose cone. Nose cone doesn't bring up anything. No. Nothing. Bicycle fishing pole holder. glider with nose toe release. No. Croatian egg lure. Oh, electric football. Okay. Fishing pole clamp. No. Glider toe release. What's that? It's a fishing nose cone. It's coming up with all sorts. All I need is a model to print by, and I can make them to whatever size diameter you need them. But they're going to fit inside each cone, aren't they? And they'll keep the relevant parts of the rod apart off each other. Yeah, I see how that's going to work. Yeah, I see how that'll work. Oh. I've got 7 pages of nose cones. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. So is there another name for it? So what were you going to tell me to Google? Preston. What? Oh, because you broke your pole, didn't you? There's a margin pole, 300 quid. Margin pole, 300 quid. This is an 8.5. Right, so I see him. Daiwa custom fit fishing nose cone, I see. No, I'm just looking for the names of them. You see, what happens, right, to protect somebody's interests in a product that they make and sell, as we all know, copyrights only mean something to businesses. So yeah, so I use a library of models that people have made, but they can't call them what they are. They have to call them something else so that they don't break copyright. So these nose cones you talk about, somebody's charging 70 quid for. I could... Yeah, I appreciate that. But the problem I've got is, I'm looking for something that's called something else. Exactly. That's it. That's the problem I've got. So when it came to printing Neil's brackets for his IKEA thing, I didn't look up IKEA. I looked up the model of the cupboard he needed the shelf for, and I found the shelf bracket under the model name, not IKEA. I know if somebody's made one, there'll be one on the internet. Preston single channel ring. So they're being called channel rings. That's the name I'm looking for. That's just one size, but it doesn't tell you what it is. So I've got to find the rest. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There's loads of junk that you have to go through. Preston's octopus adapter. So some are listed as Preston's, but there's no sizing. But you see, the best thing about it, right, is my program, I can resize an object. So if I can find one, and I know the diameters of your pole, your inner and your outer diameter, I can make them to that size. So it's not overly strenuous, it's just a little bit of fiddling about. Yep. Yeah. Okay. It's a set of calipers then. So I can print wishbones. Good night, Olive. Take care, my friend. I can reprint wishbones. I've done similar things. There isn't a massive amount though of stuff about. Yeah, the difficulty with 3D printing is it takes so long. So if we're going to have that conversation, this flat bracket here that is this is 4-5 millimeters thick. It's 170, 180 millimeters long. It's 120 millimeters wide. That takes 4 hours to print. This cowl takes 14 hours to print because of the height. Because each one of the layers that it prints is 0.2 of a millimeter. So for every millimeter, it's got to print 5 times. And that's 40 millimeters tall. So if you can think, these travel at 0.4 meters per second. Sorry, 0.4 millimeters per second. You've got the best part of 200 layers to print, and the device has got to travel backwards and forwards around at 4.5 millimeters a second. So it's not going very fast, but it's printing and it's laying plastic in such a way that it's building up a layer. And when you get it in your hands, you think that's actually really solid, really rigid, and you can make some decent stuff with it. I have, and I'm, well, like I say, I'm planning to do it with this. It's gonna, it works. It's brilliant. I know I'm gonna snap it at a point, but at the end of the day, it's gonna cool me down whilst I'm racing, and it'll do the job. But as I say, you probably, if you're gonna go in to start making stuff on a commercial basis for selling, you probably need 3 or 4 printers, and they're burning electric and heating things to 200 degrees all the time that they're going. And at the moment, with heating costs, etc., that's the way it is. Right, a little bit of a sidetrack at the end there, folks. I apologise for that, but I wanted to show you firsthand what I was on with and what I was doing. I know probably people aren't interested, but there we go. It's midnight here in the UK. It's time to pack up shop. Let's have a look at what the lap times were at the end. Can we see? So Sphinxy put in a 3:23, and I was doing 3:24s. I could probably go a little bit quicker. Big Popper's doing 3:28, 3:27. So I'm gonna have a little 10-minute raz and then we'll go to bed. That's actually quite surprisingly stable. Let's have a go. Who are you saying hello to? Pirate Jim's in the room. We haven't seen Pirate Jim for a while. Where are you on the lap, Az? Okay, okay. 10-4. So this time tomorrow I should be in London. Should be. Gonna drive down 8 o'clock-ish, 10 past 8. Should be in London for midnight. About 11 o'clock I would have thought. By the time we get to the hotel it should be midnight-ish. And see if we can get decent speeds out the Mini without getting busted. Sphinxy's gone to the pit. Pirate Jim has left the room. Haven't seen Pirate Jim in a while. Who has? He's back in. Gone to get a car, I guess. Got to try and carry a bit of speed into here, as Sam says. I'm gobsmacked at just how balanced this car is. How can this be that stable? So by the looks of it, putting the brake balance to the front was causing me to lock the wheel. I've lost a whole second coming down there. How's that even a thing? Have I lost a second tramming down there? How? Gained half a second. I'm going to buy a brand new car for the event, I think. Now I don't know whether that time is against my fastest lap or against the lap I did last time out. Because that's 0.6 faster, surely that should be purple. So that's put me up in the time of triple back's times and Seb's time. Gone wide there, that would be a penalty. Yeah, it was. Just we need to be more cautious. That'll be more penalties. Got to find the limit somewhere. Can't be trusted to make a setup, mate, that's fast against humans. I made up half a second through there last time and I've lost time this time. It's going to do 27 laps. Do the math, Jim. 27 times 3.5, or 3.2, isn't it? It's not going to be 2 hours. That's going to be an hour plus 0.3 of those 5. Crazy, man. So if we work it out, Sam starts at 3, he's going to do a 3-hour stint That takes it to 6. I'm going to do a 3-hour stint, which takes it to 9. 3-hour stint or hour-and-a-half stints? 1 refuel. Or 2 refuels. To do a double stint, I'd have to do a 6-hour, and that's not going to work. We only did a 4-hour race. So Big Popper's timing was more accurate. My maths was wrong, wasn't it? So praise be to Big Popper. What, 22? It would have got me 3rd in the race qualifying today, wouldn't it? It would have got me 3rd. Somebody's just ahead of me down here, I don't know who it is. Let's see if I can do a 21. Where? First sector. I just got purple there as well. I'm still purple at the 3rd one. I don't know who that is in front of me. It's blue. Very good. The new one. Oh yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that. That wasn't too bad at all. Excellent. Very good. I won't go back to it, I don't think. Although I've been given some tips. Somebody's mailed me some tips. And said, try the following based on what I watched you doing. Right. Yeah, that's the advice I've got for the last corner. I've been given some advice for that based on... just says be smoother into the final corner. Change brake before the corner at the pit entrance sign. Drive into the corner in 3rd gear, but just be smooth about it. The big corner, the big long one. Yeah. What's that post? That's really weird. Gran Turismo 7 cartoon setup G2 Sport 2 carefully. That's one hell of a long name for people, somebody that's subscribed. I don't know if that must be a YouTube name. That's huge. How do you get a YouTube name that long? hunting down Big Popper here. Trying to. I've just gone past her again with a purple. Yeah, the FAP is actually just faster on the straight, but because this... Yeah, this is just doing 190 something now. As I'm just slingshotting past Big Popper, who always brakes much later than me. I can't work that out. He outbraked me. That was beautiful. That was absolutely stunning outbraking manoeuvre. Well done. Absolute rocket ship, this car. Rocket ship. It was alright, wasn't it? It was alright. It was tough. I found that really hard. Shish kebab. I can't get it to turn around. Yeah. Got damage now. That's something to be wary of, isn't it? Oh yeah, you can't repair it. You have to go to the pit. Yeah. No, it won't. You have to go to the pit. It takes time. And that'll be me done 20 past midnight. I can't believe that name. GT7 Gran Turismo Cartoon Setup 2024 GT Sport 2. Carefully. That's brilliant. The name is longer than the blooming chat window. Did you see me going to the pits right at the end of the race on the live stream? It actually drives you into the pits, and you drive down through the pit lane to see the end of the race. I finished the race in the pits. So 3 seconds. I got a 5-second penalty, and it takes 3 seconds to repair the damage. And that's how careful you've got to be racing other people and driving around. Well, that's where it ends for the live stream, folks. These guys might want to carry on here. I can leave the stream on. I can leave the server on. But thank you very much for joining me tonight. It was terrible performance on my part. Bad choice of setup. Bad choice of everything, really. And that's the end of that league, thank God. But some great racing by everybody. And we've got a massive season to come. Plus, we've got the event. Yeah, have a good one, Big Popper. All the best. You take care. But good night, the stream. Thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one. All the best. Take care. The next one is going to be Sunday night. So we'll see you then. Take care for some time trialing.